We're back for phase 2 of Military Makeover, Operation the Phinizy Family. Veteran Billy Phinizy was an Army combat medic who served in Afghanistan. This guy re-enlisted at the age of 40, volunteering to put himself in harm's way in order to care for those wounded on the battlefield. He saved and lost good friends in the process.
And you know, Billy was injured several different times in IED attacks, suffering traumatic brain injury and permanent disability. And he's still dealing with the damage that he and the friends he worked hard to save had to suffer.
Our platoon of contractors and volunteers have orders to improve this family situation. And Art, we really don't have time to waste, do we?
No, we don't, Gunny, and I'm on it.
Everybody should have a buddy like Art.
Time for us to show our appreciation and give back to those who have sacrificed.
For your service to our country.
This is Military Makeover.
Today's Military Makeover is brought to you by the Navy Mutual Aid Association, ensuring those who serve since 1879. And by Sutter Home Family Vineyards. Sutter Home wine brings people together.
Okay, I want this place squared away from the deck up. You got it?
Here we go again. You mean from the floor up?
No, I mean from the deck up. Naval terminology: deck, bulkhead, overhead, hatch.
Okay, whatever you say, Chief.
Oh, you got me on that. I'm going to have you court-martialed, I think.
It's so great to have Armstrong Flooring back with us again for another Military Makeover. And welcome, Lauren. This is your first Military Makeover.
Yes, it is. Thank you. So happy and honored to be here for this deserving family.
So these floors look really, really great. They're tough, they're durable, rugged, kind of like an old Marine drill instructor, but much better looking, wouldn't you say?
I would agree.
Gunny won't be happy to hear you say that, but tell me about these floors. They look amazing.
So this is the American Scrape collection. It's engineered hardwood in hickory species, and the color is Northern Twilight, which is a new color that we just released in 2016.
And there's also another special aspect of this floor.
There is. This is a really special collection for us because a portion of every sale of American Scrape floor goes towards the Homes for Our Troops program.
So not only are you helping out this family on Military Makeover, but you're helping out a lot of other families as well. And you guys have been involved with that program for how long?
We've been involved in that program for about 5 years. We're a national sponsor, and Homes for Our Troops builds mortgage-free, specially adapted homes for injured veterans.
With this particular floor, you did it in several rooms of the house, the same style, right?
Yes. Yeah, American Scrape flooring is great in a bedroom, in a family room, kitchen. It's really versatile. So
anywhere there's high traffic or lots of furniture that's going to be dragged across, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's really a ruggedly durable choice, so it's great for active families, great for high traffic spaces. It has the Armstrong Flooring Lifetime Finish, so that helps with wear and tear and helps prevent scratches.
So not only is this flooring making its debut on Military Makeover and helping Homes for Our Troops, there's another special aspect about it.
Yes, there is a special aspect. American Scrape flooring is made in America, so it supports American workers and economic growth right here in our country.
That is fantastic. So it's a win-win-win all the way around. But before I let you go, you're going to come back later in the makeover and tell us a little bit more, right?
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right.
Connecticut Electric, circuit breakers for the 21st century. Tip: don't replace a nuisance tripping breaker with a higher amperage one.
If you have a 15, 20, or 30 amp circuit breaker in your home, only replace it with the same size breaker. You can't take a 20 amp and replace a 15 amp because the house was not wired that way to begin with, is why it's dangerous to replace it with a different amperage. As always, the best thing to do is call a certified electrician and let him determine what breakers you need. If it's an older home and they all need replaced, it's not an issue. It's much less expensive to just replace the breakers than the entire panel.
Getting life insurance, deciding what your coverage requirements are, is a very personal decision. If you're a relatively junior, young individual in the service, you may get enough coverage just through the government. But as you go on, as you get more responsibility, families, a home, a mortgage, you may find that that coverage is not sufficient. The best way to determine that is to sit down with a professional and do a needs assessment to determine what exactly you need in terms of a combination of coverage that might augment your Servicemen's Group life insurance, or if you're leaving the service, replace your Servicemen's Group life insurance with another policy.
Kelly, Ryan, so great to have Navy Mutual back again. I know this is your first time on Military Makeover. Thanks for being here and
Thanks for
helping
us.
our family out here. What's your connection to military families?
So my father is retired Marine Corps 30 years, and my youngest brother is currently serving in the Marine Corps active duty.
And my husband was in the Marine Corps.
So you actually know what military families go through and you know what their needs are. How does Navy Mutual help in the overall scheme of planning a life plan and life insurance?
Well, Navy Mutual is a veteran services organization, and we're a nonprofit, and we offer life insurance low cost to those who served in the armed forces, Army, Navy, military retirees, active duty reservists, all of those who are eligible in certain states who are veterans, and we offer this coverage very affordably.
You know, life insurance, having that initial conversation can be a little uncomfortable, a little bit difficult, but once you break through that, you find out that there's a lot to learn, isn't there?
Discussing life insurance is a very uncomfortable topic. People don't want to talk about death. They don't want to realize their own mortality. But it's a conversation that you need to have with your family to make sure that you're protecting their financial future.
So what are some of the things that a military family especially should look for when planning life insurance?
Well, typically we start with a needs assessment. We ask the right questions and we start by listening to them. Each individual family is different, so we really try to customize something to meet their needs specifically.
Ryan, when you sit down with a family for the first time, how do you open up that dialogue?
Well, I like to start out by letting them talk. You know, that's important. Hearing as much as you can from their family is really going to allow us to make a custom plan. And I always like starting with the needs assessment because it provides a solid framework and foundation to start the conversation. Talking about death and funeral expenses, income replacement, mortgage and education for children. That's really a good framework. Obviously, it's a lot deeper than that, but that's a good place to start.
Well, listening, super important, and it's great that you guys are both there as a trusting ear to advise everyone. And the needs assessment, I want to learn more about that, so you guys will come back a little bit later and fill us in on that?
Absolutely.
All right, see you in a little bit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our good friends from Budget Blinds. They're really generous with their support.
So look who's back, Tracy from Budget Blinds. This is 4 times in a row, Tracy.
We love the families that you choose. These guys are heroes to us.
They are heroes, and you know what? They're gonna love you for what you've done to their house. Look at these beautiful shutters. We've never done shutters on a makeover before.
We haven't, and aren't they beautiful? They're absolutely stunning. Our design consultant and local franchise, Jeremy Sherman, actually came and met with Billy and his family to find out what their needs were in this home. And Billy really needed a quiet place, a place that actually could be room darkening, where it actually would darken that room so he could rest and really rehabilitate.
And let's talk about energy efficiency.
Shutters are one of the most fantastic products that you can have for energy efficiency. And this product that we're using is actually a product made out of composite material.
I was going to ask you that because I've heard of, you know, all wood or sometimes all vinyl, and they either warp or get really, really out of shape. What's the story with these? That'll never happen, right?
They won't. So they have the beautiful look of wood, and they can be in high moisture places like Miami, and you're gonna have no warpage, but yet you still have the look and beauty of the shutters. And shutters in general, they are one of the best products you can put in your home because they will bring value to the home, and they're furniture for your window.
Yeah, show us that, because they open up
They
on
open
either
up.
side.
Yep.
They're fastened with magnets, and you can get in there and clean the windows. Or, you know what, it's nice because you can kind of set a mood to a room. You can leave them open, right?
You can.
Or you can just sort of filter the light, which gives it a nice feel and look. We've got a whole bunch of other stuff that's going on throughout the house, right?
We've put shutters and a couple special other items in the rest of the house that we're gonna share with you.
All right, cool. Well, I can't wait to see it. We've got a lot of work to do, so I'm going to let you get back to work. Will you come back later in the makeover and we can take a look at what you've done?
Absolutely.
All right, I'll see you in a little bit.
Art, we need you so we can roll.
Hold on, I'm answering an email from Spielberg. Hit me. Yeah.
Art, the director and Gunny said they'd be happy to hit you. Can you get your over here?
All right. It's an email from Spielberg. Yeah. Hold on. Let me gift the hammer. There we go. Art! All right, coming. Pam, thank you so much for being a part of our military makeover. RCA is an iconic brand, and you've supplied the Phinizy family with not one, not two, but 5 televisions. So tell me about RCA and your connection to our project.
Well, RCA and I am extremely pleased to be here today to support a deserving military family like the Phinizys, and really to hope that they have countless moments together creating great family memories.
What made you pick this beautiful TV as the centerpiece of this home?
Well, this TV is our top-of-the-line 65-inch 4K UHD TV. It's a smart TV, which means that it has actually Roku built in. Roku allows the family to have access to over 3,000 channels, including channels like Amazon and Netflix. It's also got a slot for a USB stick, so when the family comes home from their vacations together, they can put in their home movies or their home pictures, watch them on the TV together in amazing 4K.
So 4K, obviously, is probably the latest and greatest in technology. Tell us what's so amazing about it.
Well, 4K just gives you a picture that is crystal clear, actually 4 times as sharp as a regular HD TV, and it's a very, very exciting technology for us to move into.
And you know what? It can also be frightening. When you see Gunny and I on 4K, you see every imperfection, every crack and crevice.
No, it's just your wisdom and, and personality shining through.
You're too kind, Pam, you're too kind. But moving on to the other rooms.
The family room has a 55-inch TV. It's also got Roku built in, so again, they've got access to all of the channels. It's a smart TV, and that's very similar to the TV in the bedroom as well. That TV is a 50-inch TV with Roku built in, 2 HDMI ports, and the USB stick. For the kids, we've supplied both of them with a 32-inch TV for their room. It's a backlit LED LCD TV. But the cool thing about those is that they actually have a DVD player built right in.
So RCA, a brand known worldwide, obviously. Right. How do you guys keep on the cutting edge of technology?
Outside of TVs, RCA is also one of the largest supplier of tablets in the country. We're making smartphones, we have appliances. So we're an iconic American brand. We've been around for over 90 years. It really is about creating family moments together with value at the core.
Pam, thank you so much for being here. The technology is amazing. The installation was amazing. Thank you and your team.
I would love to thank the Brand Smart team from here in Florida. They came in and they helped us install these TVs and provided all the accessories we needed to get them beautifully mounted on the walls. I hope that the family really enjoys making family moments together courtesy of RCA.
Well, thank you, Pam.
Thanks.
Are you packing your belongings for a move or long-term storage? Forgo the newspaper. Newspaper inks can rub off on items being wrapped and leave permanent marks. Use unprinted newsprint, available at most movers or shipping stores.
Our partner on this makeover, offering the Phinizys an amazing selection of beautiful new furniture, is atgstores.com, an online home furnishings company. Michelle, it's so great to have you here with atgstores.com here on our military makeover. Thanks for being here.
Our pleasure. We are so honored to help this veteran and his family who have given so much back to our country.
So Michelle, what does ATG stand for?
It stands for All That's Good, and it's our intention to be all that's good, not just to our customers, but also to our employees and to our community, which is why we're so excited to be here today.
What are the tools you guys offer for purchasing furniture online?
The beauty of shopping online is it's convenient, it can save time, and we can offer a lot more options than you can see by going to a local design store or to a mall, if you will. Our customer care team is on point to help customers through the whole entire shopping process. We have virtual online design tools where you can take a style quiz, we'll learn about what you like, and then we'll work with you to put your space together in a way that'll really fit your personal style.
So it's like you have your own personal designer, really.
We actually call it our customer concierge team, where you can have a representative assigned to you and help you all the way through your project, which gives you the opportunity to have one point of contact, which we found has resonated really well.
So what was your design plan for the Phinizy family home?
We loved some of their keepsakes and unique pieces that they had collected, and we wanted to make sure that we continued to display those and highlight those in a very special way, but at the same time, make it a more contemporary and modern feel, and also make it more functional for the family.
In any design, obviously, you want it to feel fresh, you want it to feel new, but like you said, you want to incorporate some of your family heirlooms.
Absolutely. We didn't want to lose their personality. We went through this design process.
Yeah, that way they walk in and it doesn't feel like they're in a stranger's home.
For sure.
So we're going to take a look at every single room that you did, and you did 3 in addition to where we are right now, but we're going to check back with you a little later in the makeover to do that. Is that cool? Will you come back?
Absolutely. Sounds great.
All right, Michelle, thank you.
Thank you.
Marty, welcome back.
Thanks, Art.
Hey, listen, hope you don't mind, but I chased your installers out of the bathroom because I'm dying to see what you've got going on.
Well, let's take a look.
Oh, wow. Really cool. You're about halfway done, it looks like.
We are. In fact, Art, we've completed all the demolition, and we've already got our new natural stone walls up. And as you can see, we have the brand new tub for Billy. A couple of things that we wanted to do to make sure that he had something that he could soak in is we went with a tub that's wider and comes into the room about 2 inches further than what he had before. And it's also about 2 inches deeper, so he can really get nice warm water soaking his body as he needs to.
That's excellent. Now, this is interesting. This is the material that we talked about earlier, and I noticed you've got that red waterproof backing on there. Tell me about that.
We do. So as I said earlier, we want to make sure that there's no potential water issues at all. So there's a couple of things to point out. One, these are the large panels that we discussed. And as you can see from the water line down, it's maintenance free and there's no grout. There's nothing that you'd have to worry about at all. You can see the attention to detail too. So in terms of the pencil trim, this OG trim that lines the window, it really sets it off nicely.
Tell me about what we did over here. We moved some plumbing fixtures around and the toilet's going to be where you're standing. You made the vanity a little different size, didn't you?
We did. One of the things that we were concerned about is making sure that the room was opened up as much as possible for Billy so that he could get in and out of it without any issues. So what we did is we made the vanity a little bit smaller, both in terms of the side-to-side width as well as the depth. But what that required us to do is we had to come in with the cinder block wall and tear part of that out to be able to move the plumbing to make sure that everything was centered properly.
That's really, really going to look great for them, and all the additional features are going to make their lives a lot easier. You're really opening up a small space, and I love how you took the paneling all the way to the ceiling.
Yeah, the 9-foot ceiling in here really opens up the room beautifully, and we wanted to make sure that we could accent that and really have that elegant touch all the way up to the ceiling with those stone panels.
Well, the family is absolutely going to be thrilled, and thank you for joining us again. We really appreciate Rebath being here.
Thanks, Art. Glad to be a part of it.
1 in 5 Americans prioritize paying for leisure activities like eating out over buying life insurance. Speak with a life insurance specialist and get the right life insurance at the right cost for you and your family.
Episode number 2 of the Phinizy Makeover campaign is coming to a close, Art. Other than you sleeping on the job and kind of goofing off a lot, thank goodness for me because we got the job done.
Sleeping on the job, Gunny? I'm sure you don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you kind of disappear for long lengths of time and then all of a sudden you reappear, and a lucky thing I'm here to keep things on track because we'd never get anything done.
Yeah, you're the one keeping things on track, Gunman. Give me a break.
That would be Gun E.
Yeah, Gun E.
Gun E. Got me again.
Today's Military Makeover has been brought to you by the Navy Mutual Aid Association, insuring those who serve since 1879. T-shirts generously donated by Rush Order Tees.